Hello, everyone. How you doing? Peter Loshak here, once again, amongst the shoe boxes, breaking down MLB for you. Today's Monday, June 17th. Another interesting card with a whole bunch of big favorites on the card. Last time I broke down a card like this, I wasn't afraid to take a bunch of the big favorites, and of course they did all cash. I was afraid to take Houston as a massive favorite in that game against Toronto. They won anyway. So a lot at this time of year, a lot of these sometimes the big favorites, even in the minus 200 range, can have value. And of course, I usually take them on the -1 line. We got some more situations like that tonight. All right, so yeah, kind of a weird card and some weird series going on. Baltimore and Oakland. This is not a good series for Baltimore, I don't think. Oakland obviously is going to be a massive favorite in all these games, and I don't think it's a good spot for Baltimore. I did take a shot with Oakland -1 on the overnight line, and maybe a better bet though would be the Baltimore team total under at 3.5 -130 or so. I did take that one. Fires, should be solid here. Cashner's solid too though, so I don't really like to fade him as a huge favorite, but I did take Oakland -1 a little bit on the overnight line, and a better play might be just Baltimore team total under 3.5 -130. I also like the under, full game under at 9 a little bit as well. So that's an interesting one. Favorite play in that game might just be probably is just Baltimore team total under 3.5 -130. All right, I'll stop repeating myself here. The Milwaukee San Diego game also very interesting. Of course, San Diego coming back from Colorado, and this game has Milwaukee written all over it. Lucchesi is pretty good, but Chassin is often a guy that I like to fade, but he has a great career record in San Diego, and I think there's something fundamental to that. So I like Milwaukee here as a dog, and I like him on the second half as well at -125. I took Milwaukee as a small dog to win, and on the second half at -125 as well. Let's see what else is interesting today. Soroka starting again for Atlanta. I've been riding this train since he came up, and I'm going to do it again today. I took Atlanta on the first 5 innings. I paid a high line for it, like -185 or something like that. But, I'm going with it. Wheeler should be a little bit vulnerable, and Soroka had a little bit of a speed bump in his last start. Question is that indicative of maybe a reduction in performance going forward, or is that just an anomalous kind of speed bump type outing? And I think it's the latter. I'm willing to bet that it's the latter. So I'm taking Atlanta on the first 5 innings there at -185. I'd also have a lean to the under in that game as well at 9. Houston, Cincinnati, another interesting one. This one also, to my eye, appears to have Houston written all over it. This is a similar game to the Milwaukee San Diego game. A good road team as a small dog with a little bit of a questionable starting pitcher going, although Miley's been great on the road over the past couple of years. Miley is not an auto fade, the auto fade that he was for me for a while. Castillo, also a guy that I'm not too jazzed to fade, but I think getting Houston as a dog here is a good spot. So I took Houston, and again, I took Houston on the second half as well, just like I did with Milwaukee in the Milwaukee game, and I took the second half a little bit more. I think I might like that one a little bit more, but I'm definitely liking Houston tonight. Money line as a dog, and second half as well. And then another no-brainer play is fading Edwin Jackson again. The Angels should be able to hit him, and I did take the Angels on the first 5 innings. They're going to have Pena coming in after Garcia, so that's not super great. And I don't want to take the Angels team total over at 3.5. It was 2.5. I'd definitely jump on it, but at 3.5, I don't want to take it. So I just took the Angels first 5 innings money line at about -185 or so. Another big favorite line there on the first 5 innings, but I think it's warranted. Then a couple of second half totals that I took. I took second half under 4 in Philly, Washington at -125, and I took second half under 4 at +105 in the Angels and Toronto game as well. And that's about it. I might have some other plays later, close to first pitch, but I'm still unsure about a lot of these games. Definitely leaning Dodgers here, -1 with Maeda going. And I'll probably be on that one despite the huge line. This is another one of these massive favorite lines that might still have some value at this point in the season. So I'm leaning Dodgers -1 for sure. As of right now, that's about it for the card. The Miami-St. Louis game is a little bit tricky. Boston, Minnesota, and the Yankees-Tampa Bay game are both very tricky. Those are all 4 teams I don't really want to be betting against right now. They're playing against each other, so obviously that makes it a little bit tough. And Clevenger coming back from Cleveland, not sure what to make of him. Obviously, his first 2 starts this year were phenomenal. Lynn's been solid, though, so as of right now, that game's a pass for me as well. That's my take on the Monday MLB card.